In 1998, FINA, the International Governing Body of Swimming, made a rule that limited the amount of time that swimmers could stay underwater off the start and the turn in both the freestyle and the butterfly. There was actually already a rule set in, I believe it was 1990, that limited the amount of time backstrokers could stay underwater off the start and the turn to the same distance, 15 meters.
You know, they're looking to make sure that the head is at the surface of the water by the 15-meter mark. They look at the little marker on the lane line.
The requirement for butterfly is that the swimmer be at or past vertical towards their breast. And they can kick as many times as they want. They may only take one arm pull that brings them to the surface, and some portion of the head has to break the surface by the 15-meter mark.
The advantage of the underwater, I think, is really has to do with people that may not be as tall or as big and strong as some of the other swimmers. And so I really think that underwater dolphin kick really opens up races for a lot of different sizes and shapes of bodies. Swimming is really a game of math, and so there are three main variables that make up your time in swimming: how long you stay underwater, how many strokes you take, and how fast you move your arms. People that are taller and stronger would be able to take fewer strokes to get down the pool. Now, a shorter person might be able to make up for that by moving their arms faster, but at a certain point you can only move your arms so fast. And so those people that are 6'2" have a definite advantage over someone who might be 5'2" or 5'4". In my case, I'm 5'6"3/4", which isn't short, but certainly isn't tall either. And so for me, where I was able to make up the difference was by staying underwater. And what my coach and I discovered was that I could actually get the same distance doing 2 kicks underwater as I could doing 1 stroke on the surface. But 2 kicks would actually take less time than 1 stroke. I think the key components of a great dolphin kick are, first of all, range of motion, but then the second thing would be to have a fast enough tempo. So you really have to be able to use your whole body, but then kick at 0.45 seconds per kick in order for that to then be effective. I think a lot of people don't understand the math of the underwater kick and why it works. And so there are a lot of times where people will try the underwater kick, and most of the time the biggest mistake that they make is that they kick too slow. I think a lot of people get discouraged. They also don't realize that there's a big learning curve. It takes a long time to learn this skill. And granted, to be fair, it's not the best option for everybody. Some people are certainly faster on the surface, maybe for flexibility reasons, or maybe their pull is more powerful than their kick. And so I do think that everybody's math equation, the best combination of the 3 main variables, is different, and the job of a swimmer and a coach is to find the best way to put those 3 variables together that you can. I just think that the rule really limits people who are not as tall or not as strong, and so if they could extend that longer, it would just give more people more options on how to put together a good math equation for swimming.